Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Before I get started, I thank Mr. Fajar for giving me the opportunity to address. Today, I'm going to speak about a pandemic of enlightenment. Crises, recession, and pandemics are like fire. If possible, we avoid it, but if it still happens, there are many things we can learn. Fire does burn, but it also carries it at the same time. If under control motivated him to inspire and he was painful, but at the same time strengthening. We want this pandemic to distribute us to be introspective, improve ourselves, and strengthen ourselves in facing future challenges. The pandemic is like a Chandra di Muka, creator that tests, prohibits, and harnesses. The pandemic has placed a heavy burden on us, one that is full of risk and forces us to face and manage it. All pillars of our life are tested, all pillars of our saints are sharpened, our endurance, patience, resilience, togetherness, intelligence, and speed are all tested and harnessed at the same time. Exam and sharpening are two sides of a coin that are inseparable. Not only burdens are given to us, but opportunities to improve ourselves also teach us. When the test feels more difficult, that sharpening that is the process of becoming a nation that is resilient, strong, and capable of winning arena competition. Ladies and gentlemen, sisters, brothers from all over Indonesia, the history of the Indonesian nation has gone through tough test stages. Thank God, managed to surpass the independence of the Republic of Indonesia was not obtained from gifts or prizes, but we fought through struggles in all fields. People's war, guerrilla warfare, and diplomacy on all fronts were deployed, and the results made Indonesia an independent nation. The recession and crisis that came successfully on the way after Indonesia's independence. We also managed to get through. It has strengthened the social, political, and economic foundation of the Indonesian nation. Each state, each state provides learning and at the same time also brings improvement in our life. The COVID-19 pandemic has brought us to change, develop new ways, live in irrelevant old habits, and break through the impossible. We are forced to build a new normality and do things that have been considered taboo so far. Wearing a mask, keeping your distance, not shaking hands, and not making a crowd are new habits that were previously considered taboo. Working from home, only shopping, remote education, and only meetings and congressions. The pandemic has taught that health is a shared agenda. The pandemic has strengthened social institutions in society and further strengthened our social capital. If you want to be healthy, other residents must also be healthy. If someone is infected with COVID-19, then this will carry risk for others. Illness is a shared problem, and being healthy is a shared agenda. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the pandemic has taught us to find a balance point between gas and breakage and balance between health and economic interests. In making decisions, the government must continue revert to data as well as the latest science and technology. The government must respond to changing circumstances from day to day carefully. Ladies and gentlemen that I respect, the pandemic has reminded us to care for others. Disease suffered by one will be disease for all. Personal settlement will never be solution. Solving together is the only way with a culture that always cares for and shares with one another. This tough problem can be more easily resolved. Let's hold fast to live to the values of tolerance, Bhinneka Tunggal Ika, Gotong Royong, and Pancasila and society, nation and state. We pass the pandemic test and other tests after this with firm effort accompanied by a sincere prayer and of hope. We take care of we take care of our healthy, discipline ourselves in health protocols, and look after and help each other. No one can be saved from the threat of COVID-19 as long as someone is still suffering from it. May May Allah the Almighty God always bless and facilitate the effort of Indonesian people. In accepting the advanced Indonesia that we aspire to, Dirgahayu Republik Indonesia, Dirgahayu Negeri Pancasila. That's all for me. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.